Shift gears and talk about some of the global highlights that we're getting in and top global news flows that are coming in. Now, spring home buying season in the US is off to a very tepid start as buyers contended with lofty mortgage rates and near historic low inventories of properties on the market. Sales fell by 2.4% last month from February, and the sales have slumped 22% in the month of March versus the same time last year. Meanwhile, when you look at the jobless claims data in the country, that witnessed a slight uptick of 5,000 to 2,45,000 is what the jobless claims is at. Now, the 4-week moving average of the claim, which evens out the weeks up and down, fell by 500. So it came in at 2,39,750.
And some sentiment souring new this morning. Amazon-owned Whole Foods is letting go of several hundred corporate job roles as a part of reorganization. Now, the said cuts translate to about less than 0.5% of the company's global workforce. Joining the first of layoffs, BuzzFeed will lay off 15% of staff and is planning to shut down their news division. The layoffs amount to about 80 people and will affect their business, content, administration and tech teams.
And Bank of America CEO Brian has said that the use of the term crisis is too strong a word for the recent bank turmoil in the US. Goes on to assure that the banks are in good shape and that the lender's business model is not flawed. However, he's flagging off that overall the US economy is showing signs of a slowdown.
And Elon Musk's SpaceX launches next-generation Starship spacecraft, but it self-destructs minutes after liftoff from the company's Boca Chica launch pad. SpaceX says success comes from what we learn and that this test will help improve Starship's reliability as SpaceX seeks to make life multi-planetary.
Meanwhile, US President Joe Biden is preparing to formally launch his re-election campaign for the second term as soon as next week. Reports suggest that he will be launching his campaign with a video release.
And Japanese consumer price index remains unchanged in March but continues to remain well above the BOJ's target range as subsidies fail to bring pricing pressures down. The core CPI, excluding volatile items such as fresh food, rose 3.1% in March versus the same time last year.